Because your gear, it makes you stand out because it's half short, half pants type thing. I really don't know how to describe it. How'd you come up with that?
Yeah, so when I was growing up, the sport of choice, I guess, in a sense, was running. I did a lot of track and cross country, and there was a woman who ran track who was kind of like beyond her time, super fast, but super um, I don't even know what the word is, but she basically, instead of wearing the typical track outfits, had her own type of outfit, and it was always the one long pant leg, the short pant leg, and her name was Flojo. And so, with that background, when I came into wrestling, I always knew that that was something that I wanted to do. And then coupled with the fact that, again, tomboy, I wasn't always comfortable like showing the world my whole butt cheek. So, uh, so the pant leg is also a not only fashion but security.
But you touched on the fact that you hop from company to company. What's the difference between doing that and just staying stable in one company, showing up every single week?
For me, I needed a change. And I wasn't at WWE that long. So I had just been at Impact. So I didn't just want to run back to Impact and have that be my only avenue when for a couple of years now, I have wanted to work at Ring of Honor and I've wanted to dip my toes in NWA and things like that. So I just didn't want to shut the door to the other companies that could potentially be there for me now. But with that being said, it's funny because everyone just assumes anyway that I am signed to Impact. I definitely give Impact my all, but I gave Ring of Honor my all too and NWA. So,
Is there any moment you don't want to see make the final product on the show?
Oh my gosh.
For me, I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But to be perfectly fair, we filmed so many out like hundreds of hours of content one way or the other. I don't even remember everything. And there's times that I'm sure I probably didn't even realize that I was being filmed. So I can't think of anything.
I can't either. Yeah. No, I was, from what I remember, which again, like Britt had said, is not all of it. I felt really good about everything.
You'll have to ask me this after it airs.
I know, that's
and then
what
I'll be like,
say.
oh God, that I can't believe they went with that.
So when I see you in LA at WrestleCon next week and I come up to you, I'll ask you.
Yeah, we'll talk. We'll have a whole debriefing then.
Now, speaking of Sheeta, she has beaten you before.
Don't go there, Minion. Don't go there.
Okay.
Like she did beat me before, but it's not gonna happen again because I was younger, I was different, I wasn't about the violences, you know what I mean? It's just I feel like I should let you finish that question, but I feel like I'm gonna get angry if you do.
I mean, it was just, do you think you finally met your match?
What? No. A confident no. You know what? Like I'll say this, like she just beat me before. She just traveled all around the world. I have one of her first matches in the United States, but I was also a very young Athena at that time. I'm not the same wrestler. I'm not that person. I'm not that shy, afraid to talk person. I'm very boisterous. I'm very aggressive, and I'm looking forward to doing these violences to Sheeta and knocking her a peg down the ladder. At the end of the day, it's a testament to everything that I've accomplished in ROH as champion. Hey, can she hang with the AEW former champions, right? But where Sheeta has lost that title 3 times, I have not lost this title once. I've only been pinned twice in my 2-year tenure here at AEW/ROH, right? Like I haven't been pinned or submitted since I've been in Ring of Honor. I am truly undefeated. So at the end of the day, it's going to be a clash of 2 titans, or a clash of a titan and a porcelain hussy. But, at the end of the day, we're looking to make magic at Supercard and make sure that no matter what happens at the end of the day, that we're leaving it all in the
You're 100% right. I was like so confused because I was like looking down, I looked up and I was like, why is there a towel and why are people throwing it and catching it? Like, what is happening? But for the match itself, I'm a very big Thea Hale fan. I think that she's super impressive, especially being really young. I think that she's a way better babyface than a heel. So very excited that she's back with Chase U. But I didn't like the towel spot. I just thought the whole thing should have never happened. And then it was chaotic after the match because everyone got involved.
Daniel.
Hey, Kimmy.
So, back at Forbidden Door, you tweeted that your one goal this year was to get on a pay-per-view. And not only did you get on another one, you won. Now, what does it feel like to finally get your big pay-per-view win?
Man, it feels so cool. I went through like a long streak where I wasn't on a pay-per-view. I did Double or Nothing in Vegas, Anarchy in the Arena. Then I went about a full year. I did Forbidden Door this past summer. And now I'm doing World's End here in Long Island. And to get the win, it feels great. Like I said, I just want to be somebody who proves that can be built around. I feel like I'm a person who, you know, I can be a system player. I'm somebody that you can like plug in and can do kind of like every little job. But I am somebody that can do the job. I am somebody that can do the highest job of the company at a very high level. I think I can do everything at a very high level. And I just want to prove that. I want to prove it to all you guys. I want to prove it to Tony. I want to prove it to everybody in the locker room. I'm somebody that you know, wants to fight for everybody who loves AEW. It's not just for myself. I want to fight for everybody who loves this product as much as I do. So it feels great.
Sokol from the Pop Break. So I want to talk about Eddie Kingston because he is the Triple Crown Continental Classic champion. And we have Supercard of Honor coming up. So can it be hopeful that Eddie Kingston comes back to Ring of Honor to defend that title at Supercard of Honor since he hasn't been there since December of 2023?
Yes, I absolutely am planning for that. We had to get through Revolution and decide the Continental Crown tonight, and it was an amazing match, Eddie Kingston versus Bryan Danielson on an amazing pay-per-view. And we were very fortunate to have a great match like that for the Continental Crown tonight. It's really befitting of the status of the Continental Crown and the great matches we've had since the Continental Classic when we established the AEW Continental Championship. And of course, Eddie Kingston being the Ring of Honor World Champion, absolutely you can expect Eddie Kingston at Supercard of Honor now after he retained the Continental Crown at Revolution in that awesome match versus Bryan Danielson tonight. Thank you.
You know that episode of SpongeBob where they make like the circle to make sure the sea bear doesn't like attack them? If they just made the circle and the bear wouldn't have attacked them, the boys would have been rescued. So Taya and Johnny, I guess, are not up on their SpongeBob, or they would have known that ahead of time.
It's your girl Kimmy, and make sure on Friday, August 11th, to check out Warriors of Wrestling in Brooklyn, New York. And Scotty's priest just interrupted me. Hi? May I help you?
How do you get the hand? Never mind. Kelly?
Kimmy?
Whatever your name is. Joe Bellini in there?
I have no idea.
What good are you? You're supposed to be this backstage journalist and you don't even know if the boss is there?
No, I have yet to go inside. I'm clearly standing outside.
You know what? I've got no time for this. Do you know that I'm not booked for next month?
I do know that, which is why I'm confused as to why you're here.
Here's the reason. The reason why I'm here is because I'm going in there and I'm going to give Joe Bellini a piece of my mind. Jason Karloff broke his back, that he had to retire, then now he wants to throw his weight around and put Tommy Dreamer in a match with Jalen when we didn't even train for Tommy Dreamer. We had the chance to win the No Limits title. And now, Kitty, I am going to go in there and I'm going to find Joe Bellini. I'm going to get this thing straight and I'm going to get us booked in Brooklyn. And, you know, I don't have time for this. By the way, love doing Sesame Street.
Great to the cover. Not happy with the count. She's critical of the officials too, Kimmy.
Maybe you two should be friends. Like you could like meet in the back after this and like talk about it.
I don't socialize with wrestlers.